everyone, and welcome back to Foster the Meeple.
Why do you always say the?
We've already been over
Foster
this.
the Meeple.
Welcome back to Foster the Meeple.
Why'd you say it like that?
A channel all about board games.
Going from the to the means you have to switch to a...
Why does it matter, Jeff?
New York accent?
It's literally the same word.
I'm just
swear,
curious.
because I have to bleep it.
What did I say that was a swear?
You said the S word. Yes.
That's not a swear word.
Well, I have to bleep it anyways for the sensitive ears out there. Are you ready?
If people think that's a swear word, I don't know what world they're living in.
One. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games.
And
doing our intro 3 times.
Exactly. We are here today, back again with another episode of Board Games and Brew. We're drinking bubbly. What flavor is yours?
Pineapple. I literally just finished my coffee.
Mine too. Mine's pineapple also.
I said to Jamie, I was like, oh, are we doing a Board Games and Brew?
Yes, and I was like, he started making his coffee, and I said, why don't you wait until we start filming? And he said, I'm going to have it now.
Well, I
still had my hair
I didn't know it was going to be 2 hours.
I didn't have any makeup on.
I didn't know it was going to be 2 hours later. I was ready to go.
Have you, how long have we been married?
You told me we were going to be filming at 10 o'clock. No, 9 o'clock.
What? No, I said
You said,
10.
Let's wake up at 8 o'clock and get ready.
Yeah, I didn't tell you exactly
what time did you say we were going to be filming at?
Actually, part of that is...
It's 11:18.
A part of that is you're doing as well. We are here today to do a board game recommendations video. We have picked a couple of categories, and we wanted to recommend to you some board games that might fit within those categories. Right? Yeah. Let's start off with gateway games. You know, a game to get somebody into the hobby. So if you're new to the hobby, this might be a game that you would start with.
I've put no thought into these. So.
Me neither.
Look at that dragonfly.
Wow, it's like a hovering ball.
That's crazy.
Weird.
Intro game. Intro game.
Intro game at lunch. Look at that dragonfly. What's he want? So for me, the intro game that I am going to recommend to you all is a little game called Kanban EV. Now this is a game by Vito Lacerda, and it is published by Eagle Gryphon Games. This is a simple game of car making. Essentially, you're going to work at a factory and you're building out cars.
It is simple.
Everything that you do within the game makes sense.
It's easy.
It's easy. It's easy. It's not at all intimidating. And I think that if you're just getting started in the hobby, this would be a great place to start.
We should play that one with Mom.
We should. Yeah, I think your mom would love it.
Yeah, me too. My recommendation is actually going to be my favorite game of all time.
Oh.
And that is Root.
Root. Great gateway game.
I'll tell you why.
Why?
It's beautiful.
Yes.
Everyone loves little forest creatures.
That's so true.
And honestly, one of the easiest things to do in board gaming is learn asymmetrical factions.
Oh. Yeah, once you get that down,
you're easy breezy.
Yeah, then you can
move on to some
dice rolling.
Yeah, more tougher mechanics like push your luck.
Push your luck. Yeah. Oh my gosh, don't start there.
That sort of thing.
Whatever you do.
But if it's me and I'm introducing people into the hobby, it's Root. People are going to gravitate towards easy mechanics.
Yes.
And
cute characters.
Cute characters.
You can't get more easy or cute than Root. And the rule book and everything, you can learn that game in...
Yeah, you can have that on the table and
You can learn that game in hours.
You can be playing in literally hours. And say that about a lot of games.
In the grand scheme of life, that's pretty good.
Agreed.
Yeah. Let's move into strategic games. So this is kind of we talked about gateway. Now let's talk about it when you're ready to step into strategy. So Jeffrey, what game would you recommend?
My recommendation for a really, really good strategic board game would be Can't Stop.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
So in Can't Stop, you're rolling dice and pushing your little...
It's like
your little meeple thing.
Your thing.
Up a track. There's so much to think about in this game. So you're rolling dice and you really have to think about, do I want to roll again? Do I want to push up a track? Do I want to push up this track over here?
Yeah, you want to talk about analysis paralysis.
Yeah, I get tons of AP playing Can't Stop.
Yeah.
I never know which track to pick. I never really know.
What number is best?
What's the best way to roll the dice?
Oh, I can't. Yeah. Do you use a dice tray?
Do you use a dice tray? Do you just roll it across the table willy-nilly?
I don't know.
Do you do kind of just a quick little thing right here where it just
kind of roll one at a time?
Do you roll it one at a time?
It's too much to think about, really.
Probably not one for people to play when, again, to go back to the first gateway game. Don't play this when you first get into the hobby.
Oh my gosh. You have to start with Root, start with Kanban. They'll teach you some of those mechanics. Dice rolling is just a small variable in Root, so like it will introduce you to that mechanic.
That's true, yeah. Fair point. I never thought of that.
But not to this extent, though.
Yeah, not to the extent of Can't Stop.
No.
I think Can't Stop is a perfect way to learn how to roll dice properly.
Yeah.
And to make strategic decisions on those dice.
Yeah, I agree. My game choice is very similar to Jeff's. It is also a dice roller, and it's called Strike.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
this is an arena battler dice game, okay? And you're rolling so many dice, it's really hard to keep track. And basically, you're rolling your dice into an arena trying to match the numbers.
Yep.
So the strategy there is like you have to will into existence the numbers that you want, or you're going to lose this game. So if you don't have that skill and you haven't honed it in, you haven't worked on it, like positive thoughts.
Yeah.
Like you want to talk about tough, and then you have to know like, do I keep going or do I not keep going?
Yeah, and like, you know, do I throw the dice in? Again, it's similar. It's similar to Can't Stop. Do you throw the dice in? Yeah. Do you just kind of let them slowly go into the little bowl?
And then sometimes like the dice pop out and you just realize you've made just such a horrible error in your calculations of whether or not you made a good decision.
Trajectory of the dice going in.
It's
There's
just
a lot. Again,
it's a lot.
Yeah,
we only pull this one out when we have like full brain power. Like if we've got a full day to game, and
it's gotta be the first.
Yeah, that's
when
exactly.
Or not first. I would say like
that might even be the showrunner.
Play a quick, easy game first, and then go to Strike.
You might play Root.
You know, exactly,
then Strike,
because
and you might end off the night with Kanban.
You've had a coffee. You've played a game of Root.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right,
just makes your brain.
I'm ready for the bad boy now. I'm ready for some Strike.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's do one of our favorite categories ever, travel games. So Jeff and I, as you know, we love to travel, and when we travel, we don't know when to stop when it comes to packing games. So we're going to recommend 2 travel games.
I'm going to get mine.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. You keep going.
Well, mine is up there too.
Which one?
Whichever one you don't pick. Okay. For travel games, like I said, Jeff and I, we always pack too many games.
Always.
Right? For this category, we wanted to each pick one game that we could just throw in our carry-on, take with us, something that might be easy to introduce to our friends, play at the airport.
On those little like airport tables. And,
sure.
And packing, making sure it doesn't take a ton of space, it doesn't weigh a lot.
My pick for this category, Jeffrey, could you hand it to me?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, nice and light.
Yep.
So my pick for travel games is going to be Burn Cycle. Now, this game has everything that you need when you go on a trip. And not to mention, the best part about this game is you could play this in the water. So if you're going on a beach vacation, or if you are going on a cruise, or somewhere with a pool.
You just want to hang out in a hot tub?
And you want to hang out in the hot tub.
Play some games?
Exactly. You can take this game absolutely no problem. It's got cute robots in it. It has neoprene, and nothing is ever going to get ruined. You don't have to worry about losing it because it's this nice bright orange color. So like if you left it somewhere, like you're going to be able to see it from a mile away. This easily will fit in your carry-on suitcase and with room to spare. Like you could also fit your toothbrush in with this.
Or this other game that we're also going to talk about.
Yeah.
And we have played this on a plane.
Yep. We sure have. Anyways, I think that this is definitely going to be my choice. Might even throw it in our carry-on when we go to PAX.
Yep.
Honestly. Especially if we want to make sure that we can have lots of room to fit other games on the way home.
Yeah. Mine's somewhat similar.
Yeah.
Co-op game that, has beautiful components. Can't be played in the water, though.
No.
Unfortunately. But can be played on the plane, can be played in an airport.
This is for a dry vacation.
Yeah, this is one that you're landlocked a bit.
Yeah.
That is Mechs vs. Minions.
Yes.
That's from Riot Games. Now, talk about bringing a travel game that's also beautiful.
Basically looks like a suitcase.
We have not traveled with Mechs vs. Minions.
We've traveled back from PEI with it. And this is a campaign game.
It is a campaign game. It's got beautiful miniatures. It's got everything you would want in a game.
And if you're going on a vacation, a campaign game is great because you can spend your entire vacation just doing the whole campaign.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's kind
is that not why you're going on vacation?
Right.
This is one is coming with us to PAX as well with Burn Cycle, and we're super excited to head down to the hotel lobby with some friends and just you know, get this little guy set up and played.
I want more people to know about these games too, because usually when it comes to travel games, like sometimes people don't really hear about them a lot, so we want to bring a little bit of awareness to these types of games.
Yeah, they're not big table presence games.
No. The next category that we have is party, because when you have friends over and when you want to party, what do you want to do? You want to play games, or at least that's how we party.
Yeah. This one's tough for me because, again, like you guys know, I'm not a big party animal gamer. I really like this one, and that is Under Falling Skies.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
It is an incredible experience. 6, 7, 8 players. Oh. If you've ever played Under Falling Skies, it's very much like Asteroids or like Galaga, if you played any of those old video games where you're just kind of like shooting up and killing aliens. Yeah. And it is so fun to stand around and watch someone do it. It's like going to the arcade and that one kid...
And you're cheering people on, trying to break your high score.
Yeah, that one kid's on the arcade machine all day, and everyone's around cheering them on, waiting for their turn with their quarters in their hand. Oh my gosh. Just waiting for a chance to get to play.
It's the same vibe. That's like birthday party vibes.
It's a very birthday party vibe. Yeah. You know, the birthday kids playing Under Falling Skies, and you're just there really, really cheering them on.
For me, the party game that I am going to recommend is a little game I like to call Agricola. Now, this is a game that I have loved for literally years. The theme is so exciting. It's just kind of like Under Falling Skies. It's going to get everyone around the table completely amped up. What are you doing? You're farming, and farming is amazing. Trust me, I know we're living on a farm right now, and it has changed my life. And it's one that I just want to share with everyone. It's going to get everybody standing up when they're like, oh my God, I don't have enough food to feed my family. And then everyone's like, oh no. And then you're cheering. And then when somebody feeds their family, everyone's getting so excited. And
I've never seen anything get people up out of their seats more than when you have to take a bagger.
It gets my heart going.
There is not many game experiences like that I've ever seen.
And then like on the flip side, there's games that you want to avoid at a party. Camel Up would be one.
Camel Up, ugh.
I just, like, who cares?
So boring.
Yeah.
Or like So Clover. Like, oh my god, that
You want to play games about clovers? Literally go outside and
look at the grass.
Pick some grass.
Yeah.
That's about as exciting as it is. And we are going to do one more category. And so for this category, once again, one of our favorite categories, or at least mine, and that is thematic games. For my pick, I'll go first this time for thematic games. And this is if you really want to get people kind of like into the mood, into the vibe of the game. Everybody's kind of like dialed in. My recommendation is going to be cribbage. In cribbage, you are going around this board. You are jumping over other pegs.
Your own pegs.
You are jumping over your own pegs. You're playing out cards. There's kings, there's queens, there's jacks. And it's kind of like you're at a royal party, honestly. Yeah. As you're playing it, you're like, oh my gosh, is the queen going to show up? And if the queen shows up, is the other queen going to show up? And could there be 4 queens? Because if there are, you're jumping. Oh my God. You are jumping so far. It's like a royal party in a board game, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, and you take away that theme, it's nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah.
It's just cards and a couple pegs and a board.
Yeah. No, you've got to have the kings and queens. Yeah. And the jacks. The jacks are really important. Yeah.
They keep everyone in line.
They keep everyone in line. Yeah, and they give you extra points because nobody brings a party like
you just never know if they're going to show up, and if they show up,
it's pretty exciting.
I'm picking Castles of Burgundy, though. Because if there's a game that exists that you could not play without the theme, it's Castles of Burgundy.
Yeah.
Castles of Burgundy is all about building out your kingdom, essentially. Again, if you didn't have the artwork on the tiles, if you didn't have that in your brain, like, what am I doing? What's the purpose of this game? The purpose is building out my kingdom and scoring points.
Exactly.
If you didn't have that, there is literally no game here. There's none.
You couldn't play it. It'd be unplayable.
Sometimes, games have mechanics that kind of supersede the theme and whatever, bland art or what have you. It doesn't matter because the mechanics are so good.
Yes.
But this is not in that territory. This is a game that really, really relies on the theme and really leans on the player understanding what they're doing and why they're doing the thing that they're doing. It's like when you read a book, a novel, and you just like, you've been reading for an hour.
You can picture yourself there.
You can picture yourself there. You're picturing the characters. You're picturing the world. That's what I get when I play Castles of Burgundy.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really there.
So those are some board game recommendations. We would love to know down below what you would recommend for these categories, and what games would you not recommend, because we want to make sure that we stay away from the ones that just don't make sense. Like, I don't want to play a game like on my thematic night like Mansions of Madness. Like, what is that adding to the value?
Zero.
It makes no sense. If you're interested in buying board games like any of these horrible recommendations that we just made, then please first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us, that is
Boardroom Game Cafe.
They have many great recommendations there. If you go in, they will be sure to help you. Unlike
us.
Cheers. Cheers to that. Did you think we were being serious?
I would
hope.
Did you
really think that I would recommend Agricola for anything?
I would hope about 5 minutes in, people were like, okay, they're doing a bit here.
I hope so. Anyways, that is all that we have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
Suckers. Are you ready to make some really good recommendations, though?
Yes, always.
Wowza. I just curled it. Oh, Jeff.
That was a bit much.
No, it wasn't.
Don't get to say that didn't hurt. It did hurt.
You have an eye bug.
It's not our fault that you take 2 hours to get ready.
Jeff, I need to help you. Okay, I think I got everything. You're welcome.
I didn't ask you, so why would I thank you for
ready?
doing something I didn't ask you to do?
Are you ready?
I've been ready for 2 hours.
Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about...
What, we're doing this again?
Yes, because that whole thing is unusable.
It's not.
Now we have to do it again. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
The print on it. It looks like a suitcase. Don't you think?
You know, they don't scream on the shelf.
No, they don't scream.
Yeah.
Never heard them. Okay. So the theme is so exciting that it...
I'm not going to make it through this one. Oh, okay.
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 Okay. So it makes everybody excited. So there's such a theme.